Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle, Reiki, spiritual healer. And I wanted to give you this type of understanding about our men and women who have finally decided that fornicating, dating is not for them. What the entity has given them is not for them. And so we have this understanding, and I'm so happy to hear it from, our black men saying that, you have to be really crazy and have, an unaliving wish in order to be sleeping around out here unprotected. You have to be really, out of your mind to be, having multiple partners, having multiple women with the high percentage and ratio of this, of the disease of HIV and AIDS going around in our community, in a lot of the states. In the state where I'm from, in Georgia, is really very high. And, we have this understanding. We have this understanding that negative pattern, that negative cycle has been broken. We have been able to expose and cleanse that negative energy, what is causing the disease among our people, why it was intentionally sent by the colonizers and the enslavers. And how could we combat this and make it better? And I heard a young lady on TikTok, and I've been getting a lot of, rebuttal and reactions from the women saying that, I just want to, be in a relationship with a husband. I don't hate the black man. I would rather be in a relationship than, have to keep going on different dates. And the black men feel the same way. I would rather be in a relationship with one woman than to have to keep going on dates. And you're 50 and you're 45 and 50 years old. And that's not what we're doing out here. We're not dating. We're getting married. I understand a lot of the women's, plight. And I wanted to, make sure that we address that if you are going on a date, and you've been together 3 months, 6 months, don't waste my time. Don't waste my time, because if you don't have the intentions of getting married, then I have to move on, and you're a waste of my time, and I have to date, and I have to go on, those courtship dates to see if I can get married. If this person is ready to get married and settle down, and we can start to build together. Because when you're 45 and 50, it's not really about, having children, because most of our children are grown. So we have this understanding. That, we are moving away from what the colonizer and the enslavers have given. We see how detrimental it has become in our communities, in our societies, and in our homes. And any time that you're having problems within your community, like the movie Precious, where you're having problems, where there are sick people in society that is running around intentionally infecting people with HIV and AIDS because they feel like they are unaliving and they want other people to be, unalived as well. So we have to address that issue, and the way that we combat this, I'm glad that, there were so many people who reached out to me, so many women, so many young men and men in general that reached out to me, that reached out to this channel, and have an understanding that, dating is fornication from the entity. It will ruin your life. It will harm you. Okay, and I appreciate all of you who trust this channel, and those of you who have started reading the laws for getting married in the Holy Quran, the rights of the women and the men. If you want to run around and do hot girl things, if you want the BBLs and you want to be addicted, you want to drink, smoke, and all of those things, then you need to stay single. You need to stay single, or you need to deal with those brothers who will offer you liquor in order to get you drunk, so that they feel like they have given you something in order to for you to reciprocate, sexually. So we have these understandings that we want to get married, and now we're researching how to get married. And I am so ecstatic. I am so relieved. I am so happy for a lot of you that, again, that, a lot of the white tea people, the colonizers, want us to be against our own people, want us to be against the men and women when, they have inserted a lot of these problems and issues in our community. And we have to come together like we have been doing to resolve these issues and come to a common agreement. So now with everyone researching, in the Holy Bible, and you're going to find a lot of the things in the Holy Bible of how to get married. You're going to find a lot of things in the Holy Quran how to get married. You can also go to your library, but your phone is your library. Your tablet, your computer is your library right now. Research the laws, the religious laws. Apply them to your life. Make sure that you are, of upstanding character. You have the upstanding leadership. You have the respect for yourself and someone else. You're not doing something to someone else that you wouldn't want done to you inside the home. If you want, a polygamous relationship, you should not be, in this conversation. You should not be in this type of relationship with someone. Because again, a lot of the men without accountability will not go and check the person. They will go off of the look. They will not, go and check themselves out. They will just go off of, that person looks straight. So, this is what has been causing a lot of the disease. Those people who want to be, like other men who commit polygamy, and do not know the rights that come along with that. Again, I have, I'm readily available. If you want to reach out to me and talk to me about that, what the Holy Books say. It says, in the Holy Quran that, the people, the men should wait, when the meal is being prepared by Prophet Muhammad's wives. Excuse me. You should wait before you enter the houses. Don't arrive so early, to wait for his preparation. So that means that he had multiple wives, and there were different houses, that he was over attending to his wives. And this person could not come into his house unless he was there, unless he gave, permission, and many times it wasn't unless he was there. So you can reach out to me for these types of understandings on how to get married. I know a lot of you ladies have been, trying to rush me and usher me into, moving somewhere and becoming stable. But, I'm fine right here where I am for now, because it takes a lot to, come back, when society has attacked you, when you have been attacked by governmental narcissists. So we have to get that corrected first. But, as far as, us correcting ourselves, we are doing a very great job. I thank you for listening to me. I thank you for your support of wanting to be in a relationship. It also says in the Holy Quran, is what is better, having one master or having multiple, masters or gods? Serving one master or serving multiple masters? So for me, I would rather serve the one master. So we understand having the one male in our life, the one female in our life. It is more genuine. It is more typical for, raising a foundation and starting the foundation. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, guys. We are going to do so many great things once we learn how to be in a relationship, how to connect with each other, and to, cleanse that negative energy out of our system that has been given to us to hate the opposite sex. Those are for those people who, want to do the least in the relationship, who want the women to be enslaved, who want to control the men, who want to, enslave the women and the children. Those are for those people who want to sit up and be served while they do nothing, like men of old. That time is gone. That is for the ancients. And, we leave that behind for those men and women who want to be like that. We want to make sure that they get together in society. So, I hope that you have received this message from me. I am really proud of you guys for understanding that the marriage bond is spiritual. Please book your one-on-one sessions with me. Like, share, and subscribe to me. You can book your life coaching sessions so that we can address your relationship problems, and I can send a gift to your life coaching session or your video chat session. Donate to my channel. Leave a comment for me. I'm High Oracle Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.